Hey YouTube, you're with Tosh,
And MudRaker.
and welcome back. We're at about episode, well, depending on what you've watched, and I'll explain in a minute, you're either at episode 3 or episode 4, but we're going to call it episode 4. What we've done is recorded all of the part building that we went through, and I'm going to do some editing over the next, well, few weeks, because it's going to take me a while, but eventually I'll put it up as just a part builder. Now, I'll show you in the chest here all the different stuff that we've built, and as I bring up the recipes, Raker's going to go through and tell you about what we actually need. So this is the Digiminer here, and at the top level these are the things that we need for the recipe. So we need 2 atomic cores, and you want to continue on?
Yeah, so you're going to pull up the recipe there, Tosh?
I have got it.
Okay, so you're starting with the Digiminer, are you? Okay,
Yep.
So we need the 2 atomic cores. We need a control circuit that we've made. We've got 2 logistical sorters. We have a steel casing. And we need a couple of other components we haven't built yet. So the first of those are the 2 teleportation cores.
Yep.
Now these are quite expensive because they've got diamonds in it.
Yep.
So I'm going to halve these because we're making 2. So each one's got 2 gold, 2 atomic cores, 4 lappy, and a diamond.
Yep.
And then the last thing we've got to build is the robot. And the robot is needed in the miner, and that takes an atomic core, 2 energy tablets, an electric chest, a steel ingot, and a couple of obsidian ingots that you haven't made yet, have you, Tosh?
No, I haven't, because I wanted to actually show them how that works. We had to build a separate machine for that, and that's right at the end here, and it's this one. It's the osmium compressor, and what it does is only create those ingots. It is
So
the only time you will need this machine.
Well, you do need it if you're going to make yourself obsidian ingot armor, but it's actually quite an expensive thing to make because it means every ingot's got a piece of diamond in it.
Yep.
Only an eighth of a diamond, but still a piece of diamond.
Yeah, because you need that to make this stuff, the refined obsidian dust, which is made over here in your normal metallurgic infuser. And to get this to work, we put the osmium in the top and we put the refined in the bottom, and maybe we do that the other way around. We do it like that.
Okay, so while that's running, Tosh, I'm just going to disappear for a sec.
Okay, mate.
You can pause if you want.
So there's the ingots finished. So as I said, that's just a bit different. We just thought it was worthwhile showing you that machine because it's probably the only time you'll ever see it.
Yeah, well, until we get to obsidian armor, and that's a while away. So.
Oh yeah, that's quite a while away. Alright, so that was the last 2 ingrediencies that we needed for our robot, which was those 2 there. So let's grab the electric chest and everything, and we will commence building our robot, which is basically the core of the...
So did you want me to do the teleportation cores while you do that?
Oh yeah, if you want to do that, that's a good idea.
Well, yeah, you've already shown them, what they look like and stuff,
Yep.
so it's fairly straightforward for me to just build them.
Yep.
Since
So they go in there, that one goes up there, they go there and there, that goes in there, and that one goes there, and there's our robot. Now you'll notice he's unpowered. So we will get to that and address that issue shortly.
Well, he personally doesn't get powered. It's
No,
digital
that's what I say.
that gets
Yeah.
powered.
All right, that's it. We've got one of those, 2 of those, a couple of those, a couple of them, one of them, and I think we're right to go.
And that's all it. There's
So
10
like-
diamonds hiding in there, guys.
Yeah,
Most of them are inside those atomic cores. They're not cheap.
they're not. Quite
And there's
right.
atomic cores in some of the other components, as you saw. So the
Yep.
teleportation cores they've got 6 diamonds between the those 2. So 10 diamonds in total, plus you need obsidian. So that's 13 normally.
And there is our Digiminer. And I'll just place him over here for the minute so you can see how big he is, because he's a big bugger.
Yeah, 3x2.
Yep. So control panel from the front, and we'll go through all of this in a little while. Output from the back and input from the top, and that's him. So there we go. I reckon that you've been working outside, haven't you?
I have.
Will we show them what you've been doing?
Okay, we can do that, but first of all, we need to make some things.
Okay.
So I'll stick some more stuff in here for you.
Yep.
And then you can tell me whether you can figure out what you're making.
I'm making lots of heat generators by the look of it.
You are indeed very good, Tosh. I was about to give you the hint that you have made one before. In fact, you're making 8 of them.
Right.
Because what we're going to do to power this Digiminer, we need to have some decent amounts of power. And one poor little charcoal burning generator really isn't going to cut it.
No, probably not.
No. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up 8 heat generators, and to be honest, that won't cut it either, but it will at least get us started. We'll set up 8 of the heat generators, and we'll use lava as a power source. So we get passive power. It doesn't consume the lava. It will continue to generate power forever. Just not much of it. But what I've done a lot of testing, came up with the optimum way to actually get as much power as you can get with the minimum amount of carting lava around.
Yes. And when he says he's done a lot of testing, trust me, he's not kidding.
Tosh has a test world with just pits of lava everywhere.
Yeah, and stacks of things going up and
all right, so you're going to come outside. Shall we? Yeah,
well, I've made all them for you.
Now, I do have to put in the standard Tosh warning. It's a hole.
Oh.
Because eventually this is going to be 10 blocks tall.
I'm going to walk over here.
No, you need to bring them down here.
It's a deep hole.
Yeah, well, it's going to be 10 blocks tall. So I wanted to start a little bit below ground level so it wasn't just huge and massive when we get there.
Right.
So let's show you what it looks like initially before we actually do it properly with the hot stuff.
That's
but so
idea.
What you need to do, Tosh, is you need to put those on each of these 4.
Okay. Facing which way?
But you've got to face into the center in order to get them. No, you're not facing. You have to be on the outside facing towards the center in order for them to go the
outside
right way.
Looking in.
Yeah.
So how can I do that? Jump.
Stand on top. Place it.
From here?
With a little tool called BlockPlacer, it's not a problem. Otherwise, we'd have to dig out around it to get behind it.
So, enabling BlockPlacer.
This is going to be a challenge for him.
It is.
Stand on top of the power wire.
Yep.
All right. Now point with BlockPlacer down at the power wire and tell it you want to place in front. In towards the center.
Okay. I'm not sure which setting I need to use for that.
Well, it should just be...
Because it's... If I...
you'll need to hold down Shift.
But that's going to place it down on the ground according to this.
Try it. Okay, so you're pointing at the wrong block. You weren't pointing at the wire.
Okay, so...
We can cut out around this so that you don't have to do this. And there is actually...
There we go.
That's it. So now you do that on 4 sides.
Okay, I can't. You're in the way.
Right. So, get out of the way. And meanwhile, down there where that block is, we're going to put lava. And what that lava's going to do...
Don't do that from down there. Uh-oh.
There you go.
It's okay. I can jump.
Oh. There is a hole back there. That one's easy. You can do that one the normal easy way if you like.
Oh, why would I do that with BlockPlacer here?
Well, that's true. So we're going to have a source block of lava on the bottom, and because it's got nothing around it, it's just going to spread out across the whole floor. And what that will do is it will power them from below.
Yep.
So these heat generators, they generate 5 joules, not a lot of power, per side that's got lava, either a source block or flowing lava next to it. So we're going to do that, and then the second thing we're going to do after we've done that is we're then going to put lava over the top of them. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to put a dirt block in the middle and stick the lava on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
And then very quickly we take out the dirt block.
Yep.
And you might even want to go into creative mode and show them what it looks like by the time you're finished.
Well, I'm up high enough now to do that, I think.
Well, the point of creative mode is that you can actually go into the lava and show them, which is how I did all my testing. You can go in and prove what actually happens. Now, there is a little bit of a problem here. We just need to make sure that we've got the walls high enough before we put the next lava on top.
Yeah, because you took some stuff off.
I did. And we also need to put the next layer of wires in, because these wires are going to go up and connect to the next batch of generators.
Yep.
And just to stop it going
There's
anywhere.
A block
Dangerous.
Yep. And uppy. Yep. Cool.
Okay. So now, what we do, you can do this by yourself. It's actually probably a little bit easier to do it with two people. But I'll show you how to do it by yourself.
So do you want me to bust that dirt when you finish?
You just watch.
Okay.
You just watch. You place it, pull out your shovel, break the dirt.
Oh, pretty. Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's now covered those things. Now, if you go into creative mode, Tosh, which is mostly about the fact that the lava won't kill you, go for a swim down the middle.
You're now playing in creative. I'm just checking that first.
Yeah, I would if I were. No, down the middle. Right down the middle, and you'll actually see the lava has spread out. It's gone absolutely everywhere, and those things are totally surrounded by lava.
They are.
They are now.
I might add, so am I.
Yeah, but that's...
I don't do this very often. This is really cool.
So they will now power themselves up to full power. They're now generating 25 joules per tick each up those wires. And now that we've done that, it is night time, and I'm just do a quick look around because I was hearing some noises.
Okay.
But so now that we've done that, we need to put the next batch of generators up on the next level.
That would be me getting close to the lava again then.
It would be, but don't worry, I'm going to put a layer, because what we're doing is we're spreading the generators out. We don't want to interfere with that layer of free-flowing lava.
Okay.
Because that needs to stay between the generators. If we put anything into that lava, the generators won't be at full power.
Right.
I will warn you there's a drop off that side. I'm going to fill it in later. Nice stairs and stuff in there. I just didn't want to be too close to the house, particularly in case of a lava leak.
So I go in here, I go to that, I activate my... and we do that.
Correct!
Really should do a mod spotlight on this BlockPlacer mod, shouldn't I?
What, another one?
You have to have these, folks. It's such a cool mod.
Look, there's times when it annoys you because it makes you do stuff you didn't expect. But it's just about knowing when it's on and when it's off.
Yeah.
Right? You just turn it on when you need it, turn it off when you don't.
Yep. And the little icon up in the corner there tells you when it's on. So
exactly.
I think, see, that's now off up in the top left-hand corner, and now it's on just with the key that we decided, which was the R key.
Now, if you just want to open up one of those heat generators before I do anything else, you'll see that they're slowly building up power.
Yep.
Very slowly with these ones because they've only got one side touching lava at the moment.
Yeah, it's only a little bit.
And that's about what we're going to fix now.
Okay. So I'll leave it open as you're doing that because they've seen what you're going to do. So there goes the lava on top of the block. Break the block. Away it goes, and look at that. It takes and is now generating kilojoules, kilo somethings, kilo J's, a lot faster.
Now,
and all we've used there, I might add, is what, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
no.
So 3 was one. There is actually one at the bottom as well. So it's actually 1 block per layer.
Yep.
And you're getting 25 joules. So that's 100 joules of power per tick per
right.
layer. But it needs one at the bottom to feed the bottom. But so the higher it is, the more efficiency we're going to get. So eventually,
I'm getting the feeling this is gonna end up like up at the moon, isn't it?
No, I'm actually planning to stop at 5
million. Or
no, 5 layers. Just because these cheapo cables that we're using
can't handle any more than that.
Will only handle that much power if I connect them all together, which is what I'm doing. And I've run out of cables. So that's a bit of a pity because I need 2 more to connect up the other one. And then we need to go and make something that stores power. Tosh, do you know how to make that?
A battery?
Well, yeah, that'd be it. Although I think they're actually called a cube.
Oh, a cube.
An energy cube. While you're doing that, I'm going to use one of our last remaining bits of...
Oh, there's lots and lots of different ones.
Well, I suggest one of the cheap ones for the moment. Otherwise...
From Mechanic Mod?
Oh! Yeah, well, for mechanics. For Mechanism. I don't know whether...
Redstone energy stuff's all available as well.
Oh, well, see, this is the first time we've tried this particular combination.
Oh, of mods. Yes, it is. You're quite right.
So,
Okay, so we're after a basic energy cube.
Yes, let's go with the basic energy cube. It doesn't store a huge amount of power, but that's okay.
So I need a steel casing. I need a couple of those energy tablets again, which means I need 2 enriched alloys and 6 gold. Lucky, and so that's not too bad.
Can I ask?
Yeah. Can I ask?
Where were you planning to actually run this miner for the first time?
I thought we'd start from here.
Inside the house?
Well, yeah.
I need more cable again.
I like it. You know.
Hey, I've got a Digiminer.
Yeah, I wonder where it went. It scared the hell out of me then. I thought we might just sort of tuck it over here somewhere.
I just tried to throw it to you. Did you get it? No.
It's floating.
Yeah, I think you did.
I got it. I thought we could just put it sort of there out of the way.
I need to make more steel.
Except we need the barrels, don't we? So that might not work. Okay, we might need to
well, we don't need to worry about the barrels in the short term.
Well...
I have a Digiminer.
You have a Digiminer again.
I do have a Digiminer. I'm just going to get this started because I've got to make some more steel.
Yeah, because I need a steel casing. I'll get on with the energy tower.
Oh, you need a steel casing as well. I wasn't making steel for you. I was making steel for me.
No, I need a steel casing for the battery.
So
for the cube. The energy cube.
Well, that's another 4 then.
Yes. And gold. Do we have any more gold?
Yeah, I think there was some in this chest still. There's 1. One. Otherwise, you're going to have to refine some.
I need 6.
Well, you're going to have to refine some.
Okay. There's 7 left. Do you want me to refine it all?
Well, you may as well. We're going to probably use it before we get to tier 2.
So, enrichment chamber first, isn't it? Or crusher first?
No, enrichment chamber.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
The crusher's only used for weird stuff. It's not part of the main...
The main chain.
Main chain of...
Oh, well, actually it is. From tier 2 onwards. Crusher sits in the middle.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, I knew something. There's lots of gadgets in this that we haven't played with either, like electric bows and...
We did have a bit of a play. We
Atomic disassembler. I haven't used that one, I must admit.
I have. I had a bit of a go with it when we were doing our very first. Let's pull the mod out and have a look at it. And look, it was quite good. It was quite good, but it doesn't beat the digital miner, I have to say.
No, it's nothing.
You still have to go down and knock things out 1 block at a time. It's just really quick and easy to knock things out.
Right.
Whereas, I like the idea of I can't be bothered going down. Can someone else go down and get it for me?
Kicking back, having a beer.
Yeah, well, you know, beers are good.
Beers are great. Yeah.
I like a beer. So
Yep. So that's 14 out of that we got, and now we smelt that up. And that'll give us what we need for 2 of those, because I need 6 gold for that. What else did I need? Enriched alloy I need 4 of.
none of them left either. Is there enough iron?
Yeah, there's plenty of iron.
Oh, good. And there's enough redstone.
Yeah.
We can actually live without the battery for the initial one once I've got enough cable.
Yep.
So in this furnace here, there's 4 steel coming out for you.
Yep.
But meanwhile, I'll go and start running cable.
Okay. Did you want that enriched iron that's in there? In the infuser?
It needs to go back through, I think, to use the last of the... Sorry, I didn't realise you were in for the infuser yet. So it needs to go back through one more time to use the last of the carbon I put in.
Yeah, I need to put 4 redstone in there then. How much redstone do you need?
I think I'm done for the moment.
Okay. Cool. There's 10 left.
Okay, well, once the miner's running, we're not going to have a problem.
Oh, yeah, I know, because we'll start it inversed.
Now, you're putting the miner further over, so I might just move these cables over one.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well,
yeah.
that's now centered. It's nice and symmetrical, and it's really quite good for my OCD.
OCD. Yep. So 4 and 4.
You are, of course, collecting all my bits of cable.
Collecting your cable for you. Yes. Did you require that cable? Did you?
Well, I need to connect it up to the Digiminer. Where'd you put the Digiminer?
3. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'll just...
I turned off magnet mode so that I would stop taking your Digiminer off you.
Well, I just thought, there. But it can go one back, I guess, can't it? Yeah?
Yeah?
So put him there?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay.
It now has power.
Well, doesn't it?
It'll have a little bit.
It's missed.
It should take power from there. It takes power from its legs. It seems to take power from anywhere. Alright, I'll put power in its bum then.
Nope. Yep. Sorry, it is. But its bum's where it comes out.
Yeah, I know, which is why I wasn't planning it for there.
We need to leave its bum alone.
Well, that's why I was going to put it in one earlier. But I suppose I can go over this side if you like.
6. Sorry, yeah, whichever you prefer. That's fine.
Do find it's a little bit hard to walk around it.
And 8 redstone. Oh, 2 redstone left. I hope I don't need any more bloody redstone for anything. Oh no!
What?
We're 2 redstone short. Is there any redstone anywhere else? Got any redstone on you?
No,
Oh,
I don't. We might have to go for a run.
Bugger!
But, you know what? We don't.
Oh, it's working.
Well, no, but it will be. So, how much... Should we just turn it on?
No,
I mean,
hang on. I need to come over and show them.
It's going to run slowly.
Yeah, that's okay. I need to show.
And you need to probably show them the config, but I have played with the config.
Okay, so config we have got down here on this side. Any filters that are in play, and we'll cover those in a minute. The radius, so maximum is 10.
Well, it's maximum 32.
32,
I thought I'd leave it at 10 initially.
Yep. Now, minimum depth, so that's from the bottom.
Yeah.
All right.
Bedrock.
Bedrock.
I generally start at 1. I sometimes stuff out of 1. You don't get anything out of 0.
No. And up to level 50. So if we look here, we're currently, if you look under my map, we're currently on level 66. Let me assure you folks, if you put this thing up to level 66, every piece of this machinery and chests and stuff and torches will disappear.
Well, no, it will be mined.
Well, yes, but the machines disappear. That was the problem that I had.
They don't come back.
Not all of them.
It doesn't keep them.
No. So
well,
Toshi was pretty happy about that in his test world after having spent hours, because we try to actually, even on our test world, we try to do as much as we can legit. We build the first thing of anything legitimately, so that we know how it's all done, and then after that, if we need multiples, we cheat them in on the test world. But yeah, Toshi was pretty impressed about all of that happening.
So just checking the bottom of my lava pit, it's at 61.
Okay, so we're good.
So that should be good. And I just figured it was you don't, under your base, don't run it up too high. Leave yourself a little bit of wiggle room.
Once you shift it around, and we'll show you about relocating it after it's finished, etc. Then that's fine. Now the last thing over here is this little eye down the bottom here, which is inverse mode. When that's on, it will start at level 1 and work its way up. If it is not on, so eye is off, it will start at 50 and work its way down.
Okay, well, or the alternate way of looking at it is the inverse mode is related to the filters, and we'll get to that when we cover the filters, Tosh. And it has nothing to do with height.
Right. So does it always start from the bottom? Because I've always turned inverse mode on.
No, it does always start from the bottom. It
Okay.
always starts from the bottom, which is really good, because you know what? All the good stuff's at the bottom.
That's right. You know what
Turn
stuff
on.
that I just said about, just listen to what he said.
Yeah.
Do we not want to do the filters?
No, well, initially not.
Okay.
Just let it take it. Let it take everything.
So
Just
here we go. We have
show them what happens.
We have some KJs in there, so start. And it's running, and it's very polite. It says hello there.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I do like the 2 mine count at the bottom. We have 19,711 potential blocks to mine.
Yes. Now, it is, as Raker said, it is pretty slow. And you will notice that we are getting everything. We are getting cobblestone, we're getting gravel. Hopefully the next thing you see will be diamonds.
Well, we actually don't have
or
a huge amount of either of those, right? We've only got, less than 4 stacks.
Yeah.
Well, less than 4 stacks of gravel and less than 5 stacks of cobble. So I'm actually quite happy to pick up a bit of that.
Yeah, we do need it, that's for sure.
Because you do go through it. Oh, there's a bit of flint. So,
yep.
And right now, it's remarkably slow. So we need to put in some speed upgrades.
We do.
But you notice that lava power is actually enough. It's buffer of energy.
Away.
Its buffer of energy is full, and it's not going down. So it's not trying to use more power than it's getting.
Yeah. Now, if we were to turn on some of these other machines over here, that might, because I don't know, might cause it a little bit of fluctuation, but...
Yeah, well, it's only getting 200 joules
there we go. Gold.
a tick.
Copper.
Ooh,
yeah.
There's a gold. Now, where's the redstone? This is the question. Where's? This is what we want to start at the bottom. Where's that redstone that we need?
And you will end up with a lot of redstone, but that's okay, because as you've already worked out, this mod does use a truckload of it.
And you can always use it for energy if you got too much. When the first barrel's full, then just burn it on energy. That's my attitude.
Especially if it's one of the middle or top range barrels. So you've got 1,024 stacks.
I was just thinking of the bottom of the range barrel, to be honest. But whatever.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Come on. find us some redstone, please, because that's what we're waiting for.
Well,
what about if we pause?
Do we need Well, we can pause it, but do we need redstone to make a
battery?
a logistical pipe?
I don't know.
Well, you could go and look it up.
Well, I am looking it up. Because I don't know. Which logistical, one of our logistical transport pipes? Is that what we're talking about?
Standard logistical transporter. You need 2 steel and redstone. Right, now forget that. Oh, actually, we need a control circuit. Do we have a control circuit spare? We do. We've got a spare control circuit.
Yes.
And you've got 3 steel dust you haven't used yet. Did you have your 4? And here's your 4 steel.
Yep. So I need that. Thank you.
Oh. I've taken it already.
You have.
I have.
Where'd my infused iron go? Did you get that?
No.
Oh. Why?
It's not in the infuser.
Should have been. Or have I already made them? Oh, I've already made them. It's alright. Sorry. Don't mind me.
The energy tablets?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Is there any redstone there yet?
Let's have a look. Nope. Dirt, cobble, gravel.
Right. Well, that wasn't the correct answer.
It's the only one I can give you at the moment, I'm afraid. However, I'm going to eat an apple.
Okay.
Yum.
So, I know you're keen on barrels, Tosh.
Yeah.
I know you're really keen on barrels, but even without a barrel...
Yeah. A double chest. And what are you going to do? What you going to do? You're going to stick something up its bum, aren't you?
I'm going to try to. It doesn't seem
but you're not going to be allowed to, are you?
Because that's obviously in the way.
Mm.
Well, that's a little bit of a problem unless we take out one of the machines.
Right, stick it up top.
The power?
Yeah.
Right.
Come from here. I do love the graphical glitch too. When you look away from it, it disappears. However, that's...
Yeah, well, I hate the bit about you try to walk around it. So is that taking power still?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you don't need the top one?
No.
Okay.
It's still probably in the way, but we might be able to work around it.
Still no redstone.
No, I noticed.
Come on, baby. What do I need for upgrades? Speed upgrade. They're the ones we're after. Enriched alloy, osmium dust, and glass. Enriched alloy, osmium, and glass. I've got glass. I've got osmium dust. No. I can soon make some of that. Oh, there we go.
Would you like to do the honours, Tosh?
Yeah. What we're doing here is we're using the mechanism tubes, transport tubes, which, as we said before, that's a logistics transport tube, and they're slightly darker in colour than the other tubes. We've put it on the outlet, and we have set the configuration, or I'm about to set the configuration to auto eject. So by clicking auto eject, out they come, and it puts it into the chest.
I'm not seeing redstone.
No.
Yeah. We're going to have to wait a bit longer.
We are. But that filled in a couple of minutes. So you can see there how quickly it's actually doing redstone!
Yay! Redstone! There you go!
7 redstone.
Yay!
Excellent.
That's a good hit rate out of 1 or 2 blocks as well.
That's not bad. What did I want that for? I was building something. What was I building?
You were building a energy cell.
A battery. Yeah.
So that will
Not a bad
accumulate
thing.
all of the spare power that we're not actually burning at the moment.
Right. Cube.
So that when we do put a speed upgrade in, it might have a buffer of power to work from.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, so I have those. I need 4 redstone. I need a steel casing and lappy. Did we get a steel casing done? No, we didn't.
But you had your 4.
But I've got my 4 and I've got my osmium, so
Yep.
that's that. Those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and 1, 2 of the lappy. Hey, look at that! I remembered it.
Yay!
Impressive. 2, 3. Oh, hang on. I didn't quite remember to actually make that first, did I? 1, 2, 3. And 1 in the middle gives me a steel casing. Steel casing goes in there. Tablet there. Redstone, 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 redstone. Lappy, lappy. Ta-da! Basic energy cube. Where would you like me to stick this?
I reckon you stick it in the hole in the wall.
Okay.
You just got to get it facing the right way,
Which is...
so that the
I've got to go
output.
outside.
Do you? The output faces away from you. It does, doesn't it? Or does the output face
No,
towards
output
you?
faces towards you.
Okay, so place it just against that wire then.
Hey? Against which one?
That wire. Just in the hole in the wall. Just stick it in the hole in the wall.
But I need to do it from the other side, otherwise the input's facing this side.
I thought you said the output faced towards you.
Sorry.
Why don't
no.
you stick it in and just have a go? See what it looks like. You can always take it out. See? That's perfect. That's the output. That's that big bar.
Yeah, because it's all stupid, isn't it?
That's the big bar. That's the output.
Yeah, the trouble that I'm having, folks, is that normally you have multiple outlets from your energy cubes.
Do you want to look at that now, quickly, before it fills? Look at the cube. Look at the cube.
Yep.
Show them. That's how fast it's filling, and that's while the miner is mining.
So miner's mining, but it's still filling up nice and quickly from Raker's little super efficient setup out there.
Now, it's only the basic cube. It doesn't hold a huge amount of power.
Well, 800 joules.
Well, it's about to go to
sorry,
megajoules. It holds
megajoules,
2
yeah.
megajoules.
Yep.
You know,
That's right. Sorry.
which is not bad. It's not bad.
800 joules per tick's its maximum output, isn't it?
That's right, but it's only getting fed at the moment 200 per tick.
Yep.
Because we've only got 2 layers of heat generators in that thing. We'll feed it up to 500 a tick later, and that's the maximum this green cable can run.
Yep.
So the next step, I figure, which is why I've sort of started over here, is we have some osmium, we have some glass. What else do we need? We need some enriched
alloys.
That needs redstone and iron, and we can do 5 of those.
We need 2 each. So
We'll only do 4.
and there's no redstone coming.
We'll save 1
Silly
redstone.
machine. Stupid. Find redstone.
You could go down with a pickaxe.
No, it's better to stand up here and hit it with an axe.
And
Find
you know what's
redstone.
you know what I find really frustrating about this machine, Tom? It's so cruel. Well, to make it, you got to have a diamond pickaxe, right?
Yep.
But you probably never use it again.
Yeah, it's a bit nasty.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I made this diamond pickaxe. It's hanging on the wall. We should make an item.
There's a
Should make an item frame and stick the diamond pickaxe.
on it. Yeah. There's a wonderful word in the English language called irony.
There is a way to speed this up, though, Tosh.
Yes, there is. Did you just make them?
No, well, even before that, there's another way to speed them up. I'm going to show you what that is.
Oh.
For
Where
the
do you want me to look?
In a second, I need a block of stone. Do we have any stone?
No, only cobblestone.
We've actually made any stone and kept it.
No, you've only made what we need.
Let me just cook a stone. Because one of the things I discovered with this digital miner is that how fast it mines depends on the blocks it's mining. So if I tell it to only mine certain things,
Oh, yes.
it runs faster. I mean, it still only mines the same number of blocks per time unit, but it only mines the ones you want, not the crap. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to
Okay.
hit reset so I can change the config.
Which is this button here. Yep.
And then I'm going to go into the filters. Did you want to show them this, or do you just want to what it looks like?
Yeah. No, I think we will show them. So
Okay.
I just want to pass over. I'll just put one of them in, so...
Oh,
if I
okay.
go into
Well, why don't you put a cobble one in? So
oh, it's alright. You've got it there. Okay.
well, I'll put
Yep.
in stone. That's the first one.
So we
But
click on item stack.
Yep. Have you got a dirt?
Yes, I do. We
Yep,
click
so-
in a dirt up there. It doesn't take one. It's just a phantom.
Yeah. It's just
And then we click save, and it
Yep.
pops that, and it says, okay, I'm not going to grab stone anymore, and I'm not going to grab dirt anymore. And then you can go through and you can put...
and there's a couple more that we're going to put in.
we're going to put cobblestone and we're going to put gravel.
Now, there's actually very little cobblestone down there because it's mostly stone, right?
Yes.
But occasionally you do get some cobblestone, so particularly where we've been and blocking up walls. So we don't want that back, so we'll
No.
tell it to ignore that. Now, this is where that
Can I just say, though, to the people listening, that you may want to consider not putting a cobblestone in there, because if you find a spawner site, you'll know that you've got a spawner site down there somewhere close by.
Yeah, except Tosh, the way I deal with that is you get the mossy cobble, and that's a dead giveaway.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So
Your way's
this is where the inverse mode matters. So inverse mode on means I don't want those items.
better. Right.
If I said inverse mode off, it means they're the only ones to mine. So, if we really had a redstone fast, we should have just stuck in redstone and said,
Find
not
it.
inverse mode, just go find redstone and mine it for me.
Yeah.
So we could have done that.
We could have.
We could have.
But we didn't.
We didn't. Now, one of the things we've discovered is you can't put in an item stack of diamonds and tell it you just want to mine diamonds.
Yeah, that was a
There's-
bugger when we
and
found that out.
there's some things you can't ask it to just mine. But if you tell it all the stuff you don't want, then
Do you end up getting what you do want? That sounds logical to me. Or have we just lost... Oh, no. There you are.
okay. What's confusing me is I'm not seeing anything appearing. So now, if I take out all the dirt and I take out all the cobble, we're getting absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And that's not right.
1249.
And it's also got a very small number there.
1248.
Let me just reset that. And have a look at the config again. So what have we got here?
You got the auto eject on?
We're going to go from 1 to 50, radius 10, and it's inverse mode on.
Did you click
Auto
eject?
eject is still on. I haven't changed it. You
Okay.
set that.
Mm.
And turn auto eject off for the moment. Well, this is very weird. We've never
It's
had
not
this.
finding anything.
No, it's not. Let me Alright, so let's go for the paranoid approach. I'm just going to delete a few of these things out of these item filters.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
So we're back to 16,000 and there comes cobble.
Yes, well, I told it to only mine cobble, right?
Right.
Well, only mine stone. So
Okay.
now let's go back to off.
I'll take that cobble out.
Start it again. And its
3,500.
number is way lower. So basically it's saying most of what's below us is stone.
Yep.
But it still does mine the air pockets, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't say there's nothing here, so I won't mine it.
Well. If we've started down the bottom where we've already started too, we'll have already taken everything out.
And that's sort of true because we didn't fill any holes back in. And normally you don't notice that because it's so quick, but we haven't got it running very fast yet.
No, so it's going to take a while to get back to where it was up
there's a solution to that. So let's just increase the radius out to 15.
That'll fix it.
So it's actually going to start picking up a wider range of stuff now. I'm going to go and put back in my
filters.
Yep. So I've never had problems with these before.
No, it's always been pretty good.
And bubble. So generally my approach is to say we want anything that isn't cobble.
Yeah. Gravel.
And you actually do need gravel, so later on you might want to have some gravel, and when it's running a bit faster I don't mind getting the gravel.
No, true. And if you're running Tinker's Construct, then gravel's really helpful.
Yeah, well that's true. So there's a coal. Still not finding much that isn't cobblestone.
Oh, you haven't got auto eject on yet. Okay.
I know I haven't got auto eject on. Turn it back on if you like.
Well, I was just watching the back. That was all. Nothing was coming out.
No. Well.
Okay.
So at the moment, it's still going through.
Most of the area that we've already.
So looking at this, actually, I'm going to change what I said before. I actually do think it still spends time looking at and examining the cobble or the stone and saying, "Oh no, I won't take that one."
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have sped it up.
No. So based on that, for the moment, because we don't actually have a lot of these items, I'm just going to go and delete the filters and turn it
just
back
let
on.
it go.
Turn it back on, and we'll go with the other way to boost the speed. The way that works.
Yep. Upgrades.
Which is obviously upgrades. So now we should be getting.
So.
Tin.
Osmium dust and enriched alloy. So osmium dust, glass, and some enriched alloy.
And we've got the four
enriched alloy. Yep.
We've still got.
And that.
You know what? We still have a redstone.
Yeah, there was one there, I think.
But if we put in a filter saying just get redstone, it's going to search for a long time to find redstone. We may as well let it bring back stuff.
Yeah, well, we need all the other stuff anyway, so.
Yeah. How's our cube doing? Our cube's full.
Well.
So put in a speed upgrade.
How many were we going to do? 4? No, I've only got.
I think you've only got enough for 2.
For 2, yeah.
At this stage.
Okay, so speed upgrades into the miner.
Yes, definitely.
Up into this corner, we pop them there. Oh, bugger. Now this is where I'm going to cheat something in and then I'll explain why.
Wait. Did that actually take it?
No. So I'm going to cheat 2 of those in. Let me explain why. One of the bugs is...
Aren't you in recipe mode?
No, I haven't changed.
See, well, we talked about that earlier.
If you've got any eye set for not a recipe mode, and you try to put it here, it's actually in that boundary of any eye, and it deletes them. So you need to actually hit O to close any eye. Then you can pop them in there, and you see they get loaded in, and then loaded in, and it will speed up a little bit with those 2 in there. As you can see, that's now a bit faster. To remove them, you just left click here for the speed upgrades, or left click here for the energy upgrades. As it says, remove energy upgrade. Now that will take a maximum of 8 upgrades, giving you 9 in total. So 1 plus 8. And believe me, when you've got 8 upgrades in there, it
moves.
It really is quick.
It moves. It really does. Mind you, it also sucks the energy like anything.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely true. Now,
so
you were saying the cube's full? Yep, look at that.
The cube's full. Cube is still full. So even with 2 upgrades, so as soon as we get some more redstone, we're going to drop in another speed upgrade.
Yep.
We won't worry about the energy upgrades yet, which make it more efficient, because They actually use gold, by the way. I don't. No, they still need the redstone.
Yeah.
They use gold instead of osmium.
Yep, it's only the central core bit.
So what we need now is some lounge chairs, and we need to run this tube around so we can just sit and watch. We could lie in bed and watch the blocks passing and go, this is the best way to mine, this is the best way to mine. It's a bit like Buildcraft, really, but without all of the animation and without digging a huge hole.
Yeah, and it's the lack of the huge hole that I like from the quarry.
Yeah, I do too, although... word of warning, if you let it take everything like we're doing at the moment, it does leave a huge hole.
Yeah.
But usually the way that we avoid that huge hole is by only taking the stuff we want. And you can also, one of the nice things about the miner is you can tell it to fill the hole that it creates with something else. So you give it a chest full of cobble.
And sit that on top of it.
And it will just take the cobble, put it in, and replace stuff. Yeah. So that works really nicely as well.
And this auto pull button here is for that. So that will pull the cobble or whatever you tell it to use from the chest above, because the...
Well, we've had our first iron strike. Haven't had a diamond strike yet.
Oh well. This is your input for your cobble or dirt or whatever you're going to use. So you put your chest up there, turn on the auto pull, and away it goes. So,
you need to get a headset with a mute on your mic there, Tosh.
Didn't putting my hand over that work.
Not particularly well, and you're now very soft compared to what you were.
Oh, sorry about that. It's probably because I've got a frog in my throat and my voice isn't actually working as well as it normally does.
Oh, I thought the mic might have moved. Right, so you might want to pause at this stage, because I think until we get some interesting stuff coming through, there's not really a lot more to show them, because we're really going to wait for some redstone so that we can power the thing up some more.
Well, I actually think we might call it quits.
You reckon this might be the end of the episode?
I think so, because this is really what we wanted to do, was to get that set up and running and show them how it works, and you can see there, it's starting to pull stuff in.
Oh, it is slowly now starting to drag power out of the energy cube.
Oh, yeah.
So just to explain that, what happened there was, even though initially it didn't drag power out, the reason was that because the cube was full, all of the heat generators out in the lava were holding power as much as they could hold. So when the cube starts to empty, and the wire, so when the cube starts to empty, they pump all their power back into the cube. Yep. And as you can see, the cube's slowly ticking down, 171, 17, which means we're going to have to put another layer of lava on. So as soon as we get enough stuff to make another
9 redstone
heat generators, so even before we speed it up again, I think another layer of heat generators to give us enough power to run it. Because if you speed it up, it'll just run through the power really fast, and then you run out and you got to turn it off. Yep. So it's a bit pointless.
Well, there's 10 redstone over there.
Yay.
So. Alright.
All we need now is the diamond.
Yeah. We'll say goodnight, I think, and get some of that organised. Maybe get another cube up after that, because we're not going to be able to use any of these machines while it's running, because we'll zap the power too much.
Well, we can use it, we just will slow it down.
Yeah. Yeah. And we actually want the reverse of that. We want that operating as fast as it possibly can at the moment.
Well, there is another thing here, Tosh. So we've still got the power line running underneath them. And if
we can use...
You can use them on that power source, right?
Yeah, and it's still even got charcoal in it, so... True that.
Alright, so...
There we go. The initial start for Mekanism.
It is interesting how quickly you can get a digital miner running. As long as you can find those 13 diamonds. That's the killer. You just got to go down and mine, get the diamonds, and then come up and build the thing.
Yep. And as you say, make your diamond pickaxe so that you can put it up in an item frame on the wall somewhere.
Yes, after you get yourself some obsidian. It will mine obsidian, by the way, just for anyone who's wondering.
Yes.
So if you've got obsidian down there, it will mine it for you.
Yep.
It won't mine the lava, won't mine water.
No, but it will mine wood and and the rails and
string from cobweb.
String, yep. All that stuff, which is really good. Because again, it'll tell you whether or not you've got
something interesting underneath.
Yeah, or within 32 blocks of 64 dead.
Well, in this case, 15. So.
Or 15, yeah. Righto. Let's call it quits there. Apart from the fact that it's getting very late and it's a work day tomorrow, I think that's a good place to break because we've got everything done that we wanted to get done to start with, and we can move on to some of the other stuff next episode.
Yeah. So then we'll look at the factories and the ability to actually process the ores better once we actually start getting a stock of ore coming through.
Correct, because each of those single machines that we've built over there have 3 additional upgrades that we can do to them by building different factory models, and they do enormous amounts of work.
All right, so that might do us, Tosh?
I think so.
Okay,
I think so.
Do you reckon they've left us a like yet?
I hope they have.
Well, they better do it now if they haven't already.
Yeah, we like our likes.
We do. Maybe even a comment if you're really keen.
Yep, and don't forget to let me know if you did get any of my jokes, if you are that old. Probably shouldn't have said that.
I'm not sure they'd be willing to admit it now.
Yeah, never mind. Well,
right.
Get the things. So, yeah, do leave the likes because it does help us get seen around the place, and it helps people that are looking for tutorials and that sort of stuff to actually find the channel and get the stuff that we've done. So it's good night for me.
And it's good night from him.
Good night.
Good night.